Have you ever stood before a towering mountain, feeling utterly small and helpless, wondering if you possess the strength to climb to its peak? Our dreams are sometimes just like that mountain. They are grand, inspiring, yet their sheer immensity can overwhelm and paralyze us. I once stood at the foot of such a mountain, and this is the story of my journey learning to conquer it. Not with one extraordinary leap, but with small, persistent steps day by day. My name is Michael, and my mountain was called Becoming a Writer. From a young boy, I was captivated by words, by the worlds woven from imagination. I dreamed of a day when books bearing my name would rest proudly on shelves, bringing joy and contemplation to readers. That dream burned brightly within me. But the initial flame of enthusiasm often quickly faded before the winds of procrastination and inconsistency. I could excitedly begin a story, writing 10, 20 pages straight through the night. But then, just a few days later, inspiration would wane, self-doubt would creep in, and the project would be abandoned, joining dozens of other unfinished manuscripts, gathering dust in a corner of my soul. Each time, I felt like a failure, a dreamer who would never reach his dream. The mountain of my dream grew ever taller and more distant, while I remained stuck at its base. One sweltering summer afternoon, in a state of utter despair after yet another surrender, I decided to wander aimlessly to clear my head. The familiar streets seemed only to irritate me further, so I turned into a small, ancient alley I had never ventured down before. The alley was quiet and deserted, with only the incessant chirping of cicadas and golden sunlight filtering through the leaves. As I walked deeper, I suddenly heard a steady, rhythmic sound. Tap dot 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 dot. The sound wasn't loud, but it possessed a strange persistence that piqued my curiosity. I followed the sound and stopped before a small courtyard. There, beneath the shade of an old flamboyant tree, an old man with hair as white as fishing line was diligently working. Before him was a colossal granite boulder, rough and unyielding. In his hands he held only a simple hammer and a tiny chisel. The old man struck the stone, one tap at a time. Each strike dislodged only an insignificant chip of rock. I stood there, silently observing. In my eyes at that moment, the old man's work seemed utterly futile, like trying to dig a mountain with a needle. The boulder was too massive, and his tools too tiny. Unable to contain my curiosity, I approached and asked, "Excuse me, sir, what are you doing with this stone?" The old man looked up, a gentle smile deepening the wrinkles around his eyes. He replied slowly, his voice warm and deep, "Hello, young man. I am shaping a phoenix from this stone." I was utterly astonished. A phoenix? From this inert boulder? With those crude tools? I blurted out, but sir, it's so huge. With this tiny chisel, when will you ever finish?" The old man smiled, the smile of one who understood the truths of time. He set down his hammer, looked at me, and said, "You're right. If I wanted to shatter this boulder with one earth-shattering blow, that would be impossible. But strength doesn't lie in a single blow, young man. Strength lies in these thousands, tens of thousands of steady, persistent taps. Every day, I dedicate exactly 1 hour to this work, no more, no less. I've been doing this for 2 years now." He pointed to a corner of the stone. Beneath the rough exterior, I could faintly discern the curve of a wing slowly taking shape. Each day, the change seems insignificant. But after 2 years, you see, the phoenix is gradually stirring to life. The secret is not to do one great thing once, but to do small things persistently every day. It is the tiny, persistent drops of water that can wear away even the hardest stone. The old man's words sent a jolt down my spine. Do small things persistently every day. That phrase echoed endlessly in my mind. It struck directly at my greatest weakness, a lack of persistence. I had always waited for a grand surge of inspiration, a powerful mental push to complete an entire book, much like wanting to shatter a boulder with a single blow. And when that didn't come, I gave up. I suddenly realized that my mountain of dreams didn't need to be conquered with a single leap, but with one step, then another. That day, I returned home a changed man. The image of the old man and the steady tap sound were etched into my mind. I no longer set the goal of writing a novel. Instead, I made a small but firm commitment to myself. Write 1 page every day. Just 1 page. Good or bad, inspired or not, I had to complete 1 page. The first few days were not easy. There were days I was tired, my mind blank, and the voice of doubt in my head would echo, "What good is just 1 page? You'll never finish it." At those times, I would close my eyes, picturing the old man patiently tapping his chisel. I heard the tap of persistence. And then I would sit back down at my desk, typing word by word, line by line, until the page was filled. 1 page a day, that was my chisel stroke. Day by day, week by week, the pages gradually stacked up. From 1 page to a chapter. From a chapter to a complete manuscript. There were times I felt discouraged, but the old man's lesson became my guiding principle. I understood that, just like his stone, my book couldn't take shape overnight. It needed time, it needed persistence, it needed thousands of chisel strokes of words. And then, one day, I wrote the final line. My first book was complete. The feeling at that moment was indescribable. It wasn't an explosion of joy, but a deep, peaceful satisfaction. I hadn't leaped to the mountaintop. I had slowly walked up it, with my own 2 feet. 2 years after I met the old man, one of my books was accepted by a major publisher. The day I held my debut work in my hands, beautifully printed, smelling of fresh paper, I cried. I had become a writer. That seemingly unconquerable mountain, I had finally set foot on its peak. Occasionally, I still return to that small alley. The rough granite boulder of old has now truly transformed into a magnificent phoenix, spreading its wings as if about to soar into the blue sky. The old man is still there, now meticulously polishing his masterpiece. He looks at me, his smile as gentle as ever. We don't say much, just quietly smile at each other, a smile shared by those who understand that the most wondrous things in life are not created by magic, but by the power of persistence. So, if you're standing at the foot of your own mountain of dreams, feeling overwhelmed and small, remember this story. Don't try to find a single leap. Instead, find yourself a tiny chisel and begin with the first tap, 1 page a day. 1 hour of practice every day. 1 small step every day. Because great success doesn't come from what you do once in a lifetime, but from what you do consistently every day. It is these small, persistent, and unceasing efforts that will create wonders, that will carve the rough stone of reality into the magnificent phoenix statue of your dreams. Start your chisel stroke today.